Good morning, guys. It is Monday, 9:01. The week after spring break. I actually did vlog during spring break, but I didn't realize the video would be in tiny because I was using my phone, and apparently you have to go in and change the setting to full, which I didn't know. So yeah, not that I did that much last week, but there were some things that I discussed and included. So one thing I did went over was that week that was missing from our previous vlog, the first week in March. The transfer stuff happened, so I did wanted to go over that. So that was March 2nd, Monday. At some time, I don't remember the exact time, but they sent information via email about transfer application. They said they sent it the Friday before, but nobody received it, so they sent it out again on Monday. It was real easy, like no more than 20 minutes to fill out, because most of my information was already in the system since I was a substitute and I went to the job fair. So I did have to update a couple of things. One thing they asked for was the principal email because they was going to send an email to the principal to let them know. So I filled it out on Monday, but I didn't submit it because I had to work up the courage to submit it. So I submitted it first thing Tuesday morning. During my planning period, I was going to another teacher's room to give them a form, and the principal saw me and asked if I had a couple of minutes to talk. So she got the email about the transfer, obviously. So she was just asking me why did I wanted to transfer, and I told her mainly because of the hours, which is true because in my district, middle school gets done last. All the schools start at different times, so elementary is first, then high school, and then middle school. So school technically starts at 8:50 and students are done like 3:50-ish, but this middle school doesn't start till like 4, and obviously you have to wait till all your students leave. So yeah, that was a big reason. But then the principal was like saying she thought we had a good working relationship and that most people would only want to leave if the relationship is bad or something like that, which I know is not true, but I was like, that's what I was thinking to myself, like that makes no sense because maybe a third of the teachers at my school now transferred from someplace else. So like that makes no sense. And then I guess she told the vice principal because then he came in my room and said something. But I also believe she contacted our previous vice principal, who is currently a principal at elementary school, and he sent me an email that same day. Then I called him while I was still at school before I left school and talked to him, and then he's just like, he heard that I was interested in going to elementary school and he had a position, and if I wanted to, I could maybe stop by the school that week. He would show me around. But then he ended up calling me back like when I got home, because he realized he didn't give me a chance to really say anything. So I just asked a couple of questions, and then on Friday I did go to the school during my planning period just to walk around, and basically I guess he offered me the job there, and I was like, yes. So there's something he had to do in the system, because your name gets released to all the schools. So if they have an opening, they can schedule an interview with you. But I think in my vlog, I did include a clip saying how school contacted me about doing a interview via phone, but it was middle school and already had accepted a position. So yeah, that was the transfer process. And then other things that happened that week, I believe I had to cover a class twice that week. That's another reason why I want to get out of elementary or middle school, because yeah, at most elementary schools they're able to get subs, at least in my district, but for some reason middle school not so much. And then high school, it varies, like yeah. So And then Wednesday, I ended up staying super late to like 6:30 working on binders because I was supposed to meet with the LEA that Thursday to go over them. But then I had to cover class Thursday, so that didn't happen. We went over it the following Thursday. So I'm pretty sure that's the most important stuff that was missing from the clips. From the previous vlog. Also last week though, we found out Wednesday that the district will be closed for in-person learning for the rest of the school year, which I am not happy about. I would prefer in person. So luckily we already got sort of an idea of what we're going to do. We just have like the general topic or concept, but we still have to find the resources, and it took longer than I thought it would, because I wanted to use other things instead of STEM scopes, because I'm tired of STEM scopes. I'm pretty sure the students are tired of STEM scopes too. And then for 7th and 8th grade, we're redoing stuff we already did, so I can't really use STEM scopes because we already did the stuff. 6th grade, we're doing new stuff, so I will be able to use some STEM scopes, but I don't think I did this week. Like, I'm using for some of our classes vocabulary. There's something called Spiral that I like. Discovery Education, CK12, and then Google Classroom, and the use of Kami. So yeah, so I did like 1 grade Friday, I think 7th grade Saturday, or 8th grade Saturday, and then no, 7th grade Saturday, and then 8th grade Sunday. So it did get a little bit faster each time. So right now we have to have office hours from 9 to 11, and then 1 to 3. Basically that just means we have to be available if anyone contacts us. But like I said before, nobody contacts us hardly ever. I did see a couple of students do some of the assignments late, but they did some of it. So. And then we are having times for the parents to come pick up resources. The principal was trying to do something today, but today wasn't an official day, so I don't know if they're doing it or not. But tomorrow and Wednesday are the official days. So we have a rotation. My day will be Wednesday during the first block, which I'm happy, even though it's super early in the morning from 7 to 9, but that's what I would prefer, so I could just get that done and not have to worry about it the rest of the day. Today we also have a Zoom meeting at 4:30. So, and then since the district will be closed, or in person will be closed, I'm not sure. Well, if we have to have IEP meetings, it's gonna have to be via Zoom. They already sent out information about that. We do transitions and stuff. So for like the incoming 5th graders, they have to have a transition meeting, which normally we're not a part of. It would be the elementary teachers and the LEA at my school, basically. Maybe the lead special ed teacher too. I'm not sure. But for 8th graders who are moving on to 9th grade, we have to have a IEP meeting with the whatever school they're going to be going to next year. So, as you can imagine, it's quite a process. Just to update their IEP to reflect the hours, because at middle school we have like 55-minute blocks. So if they're in a co-talk setting, we have to say co-talk science 55 minutes. If they're in small group science 55 minutes. There has to be an IEP. So the time is different at high school, so we have to have a meeting and switch the time. They could do it like when they first get to school, but that would be way too much. Like we've had to do that to correct IEPs, which is annoying because for some reason like they be putting wrong times or wrong classes and stuff. So we have to go in and fix that at the beginning of the year, which is annoying. I did include some clips of me doing different workouts. I found out that they're not doing the small group personal training anymore. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I think they're just going to be doing what they call push, which is like an Orange Theory type class. I don't know. And then I've still been doing the Zumba, but that's separate. So I'll be doing Zumba tonight, like 6:30. So yeah, that is basically it for now. I think I might just do this one day, maybe. Because like I said, nothing else really will be going on. I'm just going to be sitting here. So I'm guessing the gym is going to be closed too for the rest of the things. So literally, I'm just going to be sitting in my apartment by myself for who knows how long. Yeah, except when I like go to the store. So they also postponed the BTS concert. They didn't cancel it, but they didn't schedule a new date yet. So I don't know. That was supposed to have been in May. I'm also supposed to have a dentist appointment this month, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be canceled. They haven't sent me any information about it, so I don't know. So I've been doing some of my workouts inside, but then I did sweep off my enclosed balcony, which when I was looking for apartments, I was like, oh, I think I would prefer an enclosed balcony, but no, I don't. It would be easier if it wasn't enclosed, because I haven't used that since I moved in, and I moved in here in 2015. So you can imagine it was pretty dusty. It still is dusty, even though I swept it. But there's a drain in the middle of the floor, so I poured some water on it, and that helped some. Because for the strong class, there are some things that you have to do, like on the ground. So I don't know when I'll be able to get the stuff out of my classroom. I thought maybe I might be able to do it Wednesday, but based off the email the principal sent, that's not going to be able to happen. In part because, we can only have so many people there at one time. So the last time, before spring break, they had parents go inside the gym to get the Chromebook. This time, we're going to be doing like drive up, so they just stay in the car, and I guess we just hand them the Chromebook or something. I'm not sure. But who knows, depending on how many parents come through and if they're open today, I might not have to even go on Wednesday, which would be nice. Yeah, oh, I did get my Samsung smartwatch, the Active 2, and I did do a comparison between this and the Fitbit. It's super easy to connect and set up. That was like super easy. It has a digital bezel, so you like, instead of physically turning it, you swipe with your finger like a bezel around, instead of like having to touch stuff. Well, you do have to touch stuff too, but so far it's not glitchy like my Fitbit was. But one thing is the battery needs to be charged way more frequently than Fitbit. But otherwise, I don't have any problems with it so far. I think it tracks everything pretty accurately. Maybe even a little more accurate than Fitbit when it comes to like calories burned and stuff like that. I just have like my setting, quick view, as my face watch, because you can customize the face watch to whatever you want. But I prefer that because I really only care about the fitness features of it. You can connect it to your phone and all that stuff. Yeah, but that is going to be it for now. And I may include another clip later. We'll see. But I will talk with you guys later. Okay, so 4:29, I'm on the Zoom faculty meeting. Bored out of my yin yang. Can't go nowhere. Yeah. So I guess we're just waiting because it's not quite 4:30, but apparently some things have already changed. The principal sent something via our group saying that the CDC put out some guidelines, so we may not be distributing stuff on Tuesday and Wednesday. I guess we'll find out right now. So, don't know. Okay, I was just checking to see if they had started the meeting yet, but no. Yeah. So, and then apparently I have to do a Zoom meeting tomorrow for the science, like district-wide science teachers, and then there's some training they want us to do as well for science. It looks like they might be getting updated science resources, so one of the trainings will be for using the online components, I think. Yeah. Hopefully this meeting won't take too long. Oh, also, I got an email from a principal from another school asking about setting up an interview or whatnot. So I need to email her back saying I already got a job, and I need to go check that online system to see if there's something I need to do. I don't know, because the principal of the other school was saying that once he does something, it'll remove my name, so other people won't be able to see it. Yeah, and this one is for the elementary school. I think I might have subbed there once. Can't remember because there's like 30 something elementary schools, so I can't remember all of them because that was 2016 school year, 16, 17. So yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the check-in for right now. I will do a check-in later this evening just to update anything new that I learned. All right, guys, so it is 6:17. I don't think I'm gonna do Zumba tonight. I'm super hungry and extremely tired. Still have not been sleeping that well. So our Zoom meeting lasted about an hour, and I don't really know why we had it. Anyways, yeah. So it lasted about an hour. Basically, a repetition of what we was already told. And supposedly the district will send out information tonight. But we are not handing out any materials Tuesday or Wednesday. They said they're going to reschedule it. So, and they said also not to worry about it, about the paperwork that was sent home when we first had our shutdown. There's like when students return back to school, that's when they turn it in. So basically they mean next school year. I don't know how, like, some of them going to different places, but okay. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Alright, so let's see what our stats are so far. So there are 7,314 cases, 229 deaths, and then where I live, we're at 40 cases. There's like a spike on the 30th and the 31st where there are like 5 cases that day. Because before that it was just 1 or 2 cases a day. So, yeah. There were 3 cases, new cases today, as of 12 p.m. at least. No deaths where I live so far, so I guess that's a plus. I need to remember tomorrow to go to Google Classroom to make an assignment be available, because for some reason I wasn't able to schedule it. Like, I know before you could schedule it and then it would just show up whatever day you selected, but for some reason I wasn't able to do that. So I'm gonna need to remember to do that tomorrow evening because it's something they're going to be doing on Wednesday, so I don't want it to be there too early. So we'll see. And then they were talking about grades again, and the principal was like, for the students who are failing, they should be doing makeup work, and like that's not going to help them because the way they wanted us to set up the grade book, we had no control over that. So if they're failing, more than likely it's because they failed a test, because they wanted us to have 2 sections in the grade book, formative and summative is 40%, Summative is 40%, formative 60, but that summative makes the biggest difference for some reason. I don't know why, but it makes the biggest difference. So, like, even if they had 100 in the formative section, if they failed a test, that significantly drops their grade down. So I didn't say anything during the meeting, but I emailed our department because they're supposed to be a leadership team meeting sometime this week. They haven't already had it. So I asked them to bring that up. Like, okay, but if they fell and because of tests, what are we supposed to do? Like, the kid. Yeah. Anyways, so that just has me frustrated because, like, I let my students use their notes on the test, except for a unit test. But it's not like we have that many unit tests. So on the test in between, they can use their notes. We do Kahoot for review, and then sometimes I put the exact same question on the test on the Kahoot. So they really have no reason for them not to be passing, but some of them don't be trying. Also did remediation. Some of them didn't even do the remediation. So I'm like, if they fail, that's really because of them. Like, because she was saying she felt like that this term probably is not going to count, and because of the coronavirus, she feel that they shouldn't have to worry about going to summer school or not going on to the next grade. I'm like, okay, but this is based off the previous 3 9 weeks before the coronavirus, so they should have been doing what they need to do to pass, basically. That's how I feel. Yeah. So tomorrow I have a science department for the district Zoom meeting. I don't think it's required, but I probably will attend that or whatever. And then let's see what else. And then there was some other meeting training type thing. Although I think that one is with Google Hangout and not Zoom. So yeah, so that one will be with Google Hangout, and then there was something else. That I saw that somebody sent about some other that the science specialist sent. Okay. So I don't see any emails from the district, and they didn't call because sometimes they will call like everybody who has a phone number associated with the district, so not just like staff but like parents and stuff. But I do see something on our main website that says they're enacting additional safety measures based off guidance from the CDC. But there is some. Oh, okay. That's what they were talking about. I had no idea what they were talking about. Something called Actively Learn. Somebody said it was similar to Achieve 3000. Yeah. But apparently there's some webinars. One on Thursday. And then one on Wednesday. Or not Thursday, Tuesday. Tomorrow. And one on Wednesday. I did check, and my dentist appointment is in May. I don't know why I thought it was in April. Pretty sure my previous appointment was in October, which means I would have scheduled one for April unless they didn't have anything available and I scheduled it for May. I don't know. I'm just in May, so they haven't canceled it yet or anything, so I guess only time will tell. Yeah. So basically, I've just been sitting here on my couch, no student or parent contacted me. So, I mean, not surprising. So I don't know what's going to happen on this Zoom meeting. The art teacher was saying, you know, he has like 150 students, and he only had like 12 show up to the Zoom meeting. So, I'm not too confident of them showing up, and many of them said they didn't have a device, and they're not responding to the information that I send. So, okay, well, I can't really do anything. They don't check what they're supposed to be checking. Okay, because the 8th graders had to do something on vocabulary, but for one of my classes, some of them didn't join the Google Classroom like they're supposed to. So I was just checking to see if any of them did, and just looks like now it's a class that has 6, I think, now. There's only 3 students. So then for my 6th graders, they had to do something with spiral. I think 6th and 7th graders actually. Yeah, they had to watch video to keep trying to contact them and to document the contact. So as long as I have proof that I did what I was supposed to do, but then there's like, they also want to, that if we don't get responses back, to let them know so they can check and make sure they're not being neglected. So just like, technically still, well, not technically, we are still mandated reporters. So yeah, okay, that is going to be it. I think I might include how I do my digital learning, like the process I go through, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. But that is it. That's basically what my day is like, me sitting here waiting for students to contact me, but none ever do. But I'm going to send email to the parents who have an email. No, I can send an email to all my students actually. I'm going to send an email to all my students, make sure. And I'm also going to send something on our Infinite Campus that was, send it out to the parents and the students for backup, because like I said before, I only had 3 students who signed up for Remind, so that doesn't really work with communication. That's what the principal would be saying, oh, send a Remind message, and I'm like, you're assuming that people signed up for Remind, but whatever. And then there's some parents who don't have their email address in our system, so I can't email them. But the ones that do, I might send an email to their personal email address as well. So, because I don't want to use my new phone. There's a way that you can set up like a Google phone, and they will give you a number or something like that that's different from your personal phone number. So I might try that too. But I prefer email, because I have like a physical copy as opposed to like a phone doing really. So another problem I feel is that since we're not supposed to put grades in, that students not going to do the work, like especially if they think, like if their parents telling them this semester probably is not going to count, like why would they do work? What would be the point of them doing work if they're not going to get a grade for it? So yeah. Then the principal kept saying she wanted us to keep going over stuff, and like you can only go over the same material so many times before they're not going to want to do it. So yeah. Okay, yeah, that is going to be it. I can't imagine having to do like 2 months of this. Like, that is, well, I don't know, I'll probably make a separate video about how I'll do find my resources and plan for digital learning. So thank you guys for watching this day in my life of online distance learning, distance teaching. I will talk with you guys later.